Plane spotting. This happens to be one of my favorite things out there. Combining photography and videography with gorgeous shots of airplanes.
Oh yeah!
If you've been watching my channel for any number of time, you know I'm pretty good at this.
Oh yeah! American Eagle from Philadelphia!
However, I'm often asked in the comments on my plane spotting videos exactly where I go for plane spotting at different airports and how I know what to see. Well, in this video, I'd like to share some of that knowledge, starting with Washington, D.C. This is the best places for plane spotting, Washington, D.C. Enjoy the video. I'm Caleb from Caleb's Aviation, and this is National Airport. Alright, let's get into it. Number 1 on this list, Gravelly Point Park. This park is located directly at the end of runway 19 at DC's Washington Reagan National Airport, and it is one of the best places around for plane spotting in DC, especially at night. When I visited, it was pretty cool.
CRJ 900 of American Eagle.
Located right underneath the approach, this has to be one of the best places I've ever been to in my life for plane spotting, not just DC. This place is so cool, and more importantly, it's really unique. I can only think of a couple other airports with similar sort of things here with public areas for watching directly under the approach. There's of course the plane spotting area at Cincinnati Airport, which I've visited before. There's St. Martin, but without the beach, which I've yet to visit. And it's also kind of like LAX with In-N-Out, but without In-N-Out or LAX. This place is pretty incredible for plane spotting. However, there are a few things to mention. It's only open from dawn to dusk, which means once the sun's completely down, you have to leave. One of the major upsides of this place, though, is so long as it's open, you're allowed to stay for as long as you want, and it's completely free. And we have, of course, the beautiful view of the Washington Monument out there. This place is so awesome. When I arrived here at about 9 p.m., this place was full of plane spotters. Also, even though it isn't technically a form of plane spotting, one of the best ways to see the views around this area is to book a flight and sit on the left side when you're flying into DC National Airport, and you'll get some incredible views overlooking the National Mall on the river visual approach. I've yet to see this view when I've flown in, as I've sat on the right. My mistake. Number 2 on this list, Centerville Square Shopping Center. Yes, you heard me right. This shopping plaza located in Centerville, Virginia, is a great place for spotting planes on their approach into Washington Dulles International Airport. A wide variety of airlines and airliners fly into Washington Dulles, and unlike Gravelly Point Park, this shopping plaza has no hours for being closed and is completely free. A great place for spotting big planes as well, like this 767 in from Zurich. The only downside is being a shopping plaza, it's kind of hard to see the airplanes when they go behind the trees in the plaza buildings. Also, I did not speed up this footage. They really do come into land quite fast, especially the big airliners. Number 3, Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum. This place is a great place for spotting, and it is located right next to Washington Dulles International Airport. There are lots of great places to spot planes here, and it's completely free. Being a Smithsonian institution, it was completely free to enter. However, I decided to hang out inside the Shake Shack near Dulles Airport, mainly because it was air-conditioned on a hot day like this. Also, eating a burger and spotting planes just feels right to me, but maybe that's an In-N-Out thing.
Gorgeous.
This was pretty cool. These planes got very close, and this was my first time seeing a Turkish Airlines 787, or any Turkish Airlines jet. I then decided, however, to head upstairs to the observation tower. This tower, which is part of the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum, is built to be a replica of what an air traffic control tower looks like on the inside, with these static exhibits about how air traffic control towers function. However, I already knew plenty about this. I was here for the airplane action, like this Star Alliance 777 of United in from Newark to Dulles. Also, I did not speed up this footage either. They land pretty fast here at Dulles, or at least it seemed that way to me. I watched as another United 777 in their older livery arrived from Frankfurt, Germany. Also, the 777-300ER is my favorite looking 777. It's just so awesome. I watched as a Copa Airlines 737 came in from Panama City to Dulles. But a real highlight for me was seeing this SAS A350 in from Copenhagen, Denmark. Is it SAS, or is it SAS, or is it some other way to pronounce that? Leave me a comment. As this United 777 comes into land, this is a reminder to please subscribe to my channel, ring that notification bell, and leave me a comment. I'd really appreciate it. Especially since I can tell 80% of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel. Please don't be part of that 80%. I watched as the United 767-400ER arrived from Madrid in Spain in the old livery. And yes, that's ER. Boeing never made a standard version of the Boeing 767-400, so please don't say 400 without the ER. I watched as an Etihad 787 arrived from Abu Dhabi. This was really cool, as I'd never seen an Etihad 787 before, or any Etihad airplane. I intend to fly them someday, hopefully in first class. I watched as a Qatar 777-300ER arrived in from Doha in Qatar. There was also an Avianca A320neo in from Bogota, and an Aer Lingus A321LR from Dublin. BA also decided to pop in and join the party with a 777-300ER from London's Heathrow Airport. If you're looking for a great place to plane spot, this place is awesome, full of other aviation enthusiasts. But soon, I headed downstairs as an ITA Airways A330-200 was landing from Rome, Italy. I watched as Europe's worst airline arrived in an A321LR from Lisbon, and an Iberia A330-300 also turned up, coming in from Madrid. There was also an Austrian 767-300ER in from Vienna. My friend Jeb Brooks recently flew Austrian on this wonderful airplane. I also saw a view of the Dulles air traffic control towers, with the new one on the left and the gorgeous old one sadly rotting away on the right. Also, an Air France 777-300 arrived in from Paris CDG. Air France is the only carrier that still flies the standard 777-300, a very rare aircraft type. I also saw a Porter Dash 8 400 in from Toronto City Airport, but by far the highlight of today was this gorgeous Lufthansa Boeing 747-8 in all the way from Frankfurt, Germany to Dulles. I'll be flying upstairs on the Lufthansa 747-8 in business class this coming winter, so definitely keep an eye out for that trip report. This was the unquestioned favorite part of my entire day today. Also, my friend Jeb Brooks flew on this 747-8 from Dulles to Frankfurt right when the service was pretty new, and I'll leave a link to that video above. Well, that's gonna do it for this video for me. Next time you're in Washington, D.C., check out these awesome places for plane spotting. Also, if you liked this video, leave a comment. I'd love to make more best places for plane spotting videos. But as always, until next time, wishing you blue skies and tailwinds.